This window is just gone now. The other day it was taken down and put over here, and I reinstalled it, and now the fucking window is gone, and I can't fucking, I don't have the material. This one's even bigger. This is huge. This window's huge. I just don't have the material. The technique I tried with the packing, like cellophane and duct tape, that was ineffective and just did not work well to begin with. But now we have a huge bug infestation. The one on that window, she had that one open, and the bug screen's gone. This one, it's busted. The sliding door they don't use. This one, fortunately, the kitchen one has a bug screen, and bugs congregate on it. I fucking sprayed them, put poison. I poisoned it just today, and there was a congregation of flies here, but I hit them with the rain. And then they leave this little one open over here, and it also has no bug screen. And they're leaving the fucking door open. It has a bug screen, but they don't use it, and just leave it wide open. And the mass of flies that I made a video of earlier today, that was right here. There was a sack of refuse of busted food, and the flies had gotten to it and proliferated and were swarming. And I don't know why this is off. Of all kitchens to need the cover on the can. And I am chugging water to stay alive. So I've got to put the air conditioner on for a little bit, but it's not going, this is what I'm talking about. It will not do anything. And my little air conditioner, it can't touch, that window is like 4 foot by 5 foot. It's huge. It's a bay window. It's like 20 square feet of open space. My little dinky thing has no choice. And as far as sealing my door, look how big of a gap it is. Look, that's closed. You can just see light around it. It's got like a 2-inch gap under there. When I'm on the other side, I plug it with a towel on the bottom. But look at this. But it's just, the fit and finish is terrible. That's a side issue. But I'm gonna have to shut this back off. It says 91 actual, and I just turned it off. But that's because that 20-foot gap in there, and this was open and unclosable, and this was wide open, and the door was wide open, and this thing was wide open, and that bay window over there was open. There's no bug screen, and this bay window is fucking gone, and the bug screen's broken, and I don't know where it went. So it's just on. I can't. That's 20-foot space, and it's off the ground out here. From down there, I can't. I wouldn't be able to reach up here to do like my technique for closing it up is not going to work. The whole thing is just undoable. So my room isn't sealed up at all, and there's a huge multiple gaping holes in the side of the house. There's just nothing I can do. It's 105 degrees, and it's near lethal. Like, I may end up having to call an ambulance. Today I don't feel good now, and I cannot get it cooled off. There's nothing I can do. That's why I was working on patching the window, but it's a failure. There's a 20-foot square hole in the house. It will not. That's a huge, look at the vent. Look at a fucking vent. You think that thing can pump out enough air to overcome a 20-foot square hole in the side of the house? And I'm not being facetious. That shit is literally like 5x4. It's tall as me and wide as fuck. It literally is 5x4. It's 20 square feet. It's huge. So there's nothing I can do. I'm fresh showered. My hair is wet. On the water, I sweat profusely. And that's what keeps you alive, but there's a limit. And the sun's going down, so I guess I'll make it through another day. But it's just because an hour after sundown, the heat comes out of the ground a little bit, and the ambient environment isn't so hot. It's not adding energy anymore. So my little dinky air conditioner can catch up, kind of. So in an hour and a half, 2 hours, it'll be below 85 degrees in my room. It'll be 80 degrees there. But that's still pretty warm, and for the next hour and a half, there's nothing I can physically do. There is no play. I can go out and be in the 105 degree heat. It's tapered off a little bit now. It's probably only in the upper 90s, but there's nothing I can do. I already showered once. I can just stand in the shower, and I'm getting to the point where I don't use the hot water. I just turn on the cold and get right in the shower. Just take the water as it is. Like, this is barely survivable. And the can of Raid's getting light for fighting bugs every day, because every day there's some new infestation. Like, I really have gone through that commercial size, the real family can. Like, I don't live in a big house. I'm not being facetious. I fucking wage war on bugs. And there's poison packs and Raid sprays, and I'm saran wrap on the window. That's not saran wrap either. That's moving packing wrap. It's a grade up, I guess. There goes a fly right there. You know, it was not a good idea, but it did create a barrier. So, if they rip it down again, I'm gonna go to Home Depot and I'm gonna get plywood. And fortunately, I have electric drill, and I've got a bunch of drill pieces, screws, heavy duty screws. So all I need is one $20 sheet of plywood and one Mexican laborer to drive it down here for $20, $40, and I'll plug that motherfucker up. But I've spent $25 on the saran wrap shit and $12 on the extreme duct tape. So that's fucking $37, and that was just not a good idea. So yeah, 20 plus bribe a Mexican to drive it down here for $20. He probably would. It's only a few blocks away, and $20 is an hour worth of work. I'm like, dude, you don't have to do anything. I'll even load it. Just take the piece of plywood, drive it over there a few blocks, drop it off. $20. They'll do that, right? Yeah, I get that done. Or I could be ultra gangster and try to fucking like tie it to my back and do it on the motorcycle. That'd be dangerous, though. That'd be severely dangerous. And if it caught wind, it could fucking pull me off or fucking... I've done shit like that. On the bicycle, on the pedal e-bike, I put a giant... the storage shed... Hold on. Going back in there anyway. Oh, and that air conditioner is going to fail soon. Like, you see how it's duct tape and shit. This thing, these packs and those tubes, that whole shelving system on Home Depot, I put it on the back of my pedal bicycle, and I took it to fucking my storage unit a mile away, and it worked. And that was back in the pandemic in 2020, and I was setting up my storage unit, and I've got a bunch of boxes and shit that fit in there. It's part of my kit. That's the rollerblades. I still haven't gone to the skate park up to the street, and I've been meaning to do it so bad. But it's 100 degrees, so no.